Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do 3 more days in my December documented or December daily project. I've done day 1 till 3 and today is I think the 11th or something like that, and of course I haven't done anything since then, so trying to catch up. I'm hoping to do like 3 days in every sitting. So maybe if I do 3 days each day in the next couple of days, I'll catch up and then I can go back to my original plan of doing 3 days every, 3 days. So I'll move you above my work surface and let's get documenting. Okay, so I'm playing catch up with my December documented, and that's fine. And I think I can share a few useful tips for you today to, well, first of all, I mean, isn't this the cutest? It's one of the Prima, I don't know, accessories for planners, and I just clipped it here, and I think it's just adorable. And you can see it coordinates perfectly with this album. Anyway, so I added this, actually I stole this divider from my 2015 December daily. I just took it from somewhere in the middle of the album. I felt it was, it could do without it. And I have here my cover, and you can see the process for this in my December, in my process video is what I want to say for the first 3 days. So I'm gonna do now days 4 till 6, and if you follow me, I've mentioned, I've talked about it, I'm having a bit a challenging time with family stuff and all kinds of things, so I am going to cheat, but I don't think it's really cheating. So the truth is, here are some ideas for you. I'm just trimming here my photos. So for the 4th of December, I didn't take any photos that day. And it's, some may say it's a little bit sad. So on the 3rd of December, I came home after midnight from Israel. I flew back and I came home, and then Monday it was, back to routine. And it was actually Lily's birthday. But it wasn't just a good day for her. She wasn't feeling well. She was having some problems that I'll spare you. Nothing to be too worried about, but the type of thing that just makes life difficult. And she was really poor, and it just wasn't a great day. So I don't have photos from that day, but what I do have, what I did, I took a screenshot of the WhatsApp conversation that I had with my husband. So it's just, a little clip of life, and I hope I can add some journaling about this day, and yeah, that's it. So that is, something to do if you don't have a photo. Maybe look through your phone if you're anything like me, or I'm gonna guess most people these days, you probably had some conversations on WhatsApp or Messenger or something like that, and so you could just print those out. And now for the 5th and 6th, I have here a couple of photos. So this one is a close-up shot of one of the layouts that I created for Hip Kit Club this month. And, you know, I think it's a good representation of how I spend some of my alone time in the morning. I'm doing my design team projects and my arty stuff. And then this photo, I think it was actually taken on the 7th. But I think I will use it for the 6th. I do want to keep this daily, just, you know, even for the weird reason of just wanting to use up all my stickers that I have with the numbers. And I kind of just want to keep it daily. So this is like a very random photo that I took of the girls in the morning. They were sitting on the sofa just before we head out to school and daycare. And yeah, it's just a very, you know, routine life photo. So even though it was taken on the 7th, I'm gonna use it for the 6th. And I think I have a couple more photos from the 7th. So that's my cheat sheet. First of all, you can repurpose photos from a different day if you do want to keep that daily format. I don't think it's really cheating, and I think this way it's just easier to stay organized, you know, and have one photo per day or one layout per day. So that's my logic. Obviously you can do your thing. And yeah, the other tip is to print out some conversation that you had on your phone, especially if you don't have any photos. Now this is actually true to December 4th. And as you can see, this is like 3 days in a row. We usually don't, we're not chatty phone people, my husband and I. And yeah, so that's real life, piece of life for you right there. I'm going to switch it to fast forward, and I'm going to quickly make, I think I will make just two layouts here. I'm not sure. I kind of wanted to use one of the, you see, the problem is that I have now this, I have this photo and then these two, and I want to use one of the 4x6 page protectors for this one. So I'm not sure how I will do this for the 4th. I'm gonna have to think about it. But for these two, I think I'll just grab one of these page protectors, and you know, maybe I'll mat them. Let's see how much bigger the page protector is. Oh, sorry. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. This is what I wanted. Okay. So it's quite bigger. Okay, what I could do, I'm just, you know, it's a little bit unorganized, this video, but I'm thinking as I'm going, just trying to make things super simple for myself. So I think what I'll do, I'll go with, still with the 6x8 page protector, the same ones I've used for my pages till now. And I think I'll just take a piece of pattern paper, cut it to size, and then, well, you'll see what I have in mind. Of course, my computer got stuck right in the middle of recording the narration, so here is take 2. I'm starting with one of the 8x8 papers that we got in the December documented kit from Hip Kit Club. And actually you can fit inside these page protectors, these 6x8 page protectors, you can fit a slightly larger papers, so you can add like 1/8 of an inch without a problem to the size of your paper, especially if you don't like things, you know, just moving around too loosely in your page protector. So keep that in mind when you're cutting down your papers for that. I'm going to use both sides of this pattern paper, and you can see I kept the manufacturer strip because I liked it on this side, but then on this side it has a pattern. You can see a cute pink pattern, But then on the other side, you'll see that in a minute. It has just, you know, the name of Hip Kit Club and the collection and all that, and that just didn't look nice. So I'm going to cover it with a photo, and if you want to do the same, but you know your photo doesn't fit there in your design, you can just add a piece of pattern paper or washi tape or something like that to cover that other side of the manufacturer strip. And here I'm just placing my photos, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just going to add stickers with the numbers, and that's it. On this side, I'm going to embellish just a little bit, starting again with that whole monochromatic concept of just having one main color for each page. It really speeds things up. So here I went with kind of blues and teals, and then that house has a red door, so I'm going to add also some pops of red. Everything in the kits coordinate, so it's very easy to do, but you know, you can also just pick the colors you want to use. So I just wanted to say, I already talked about this the first time I recorded this, but you know, with such an album, you really can allow yourself to have simpler pages between more embellished pages. And you're probably actually, you know, it's probably easier this way to look through an album and enjoy everything if you get a little bit of a break, if you get simpler pages and then more embellished ones. This is just a theory. I don't do these things, you know, thinking so much about the design. I just do what I feel like and what looks good to me. And here I am messing up my journaling and sticking a sticker on top of the part that I messed up. So here, my point is that in this case, when I sat down and made these 3 days in my album, I wasn't feeling like embellishing, and I just wanted to put the photos down. I wanted to put the journaling down, and then I figure, you know, that's the most important part anyway. And if I want to add some more embellishments, I can just come back to this at a later stage and do that. I've done that in the past, and it's really not a problem to add some embellishments later. But you know, if you don't have the photos and the journaling, those are the parts that are easy, that are hard for me to you know, catch up. So that's those are the first things I want to have down there, the pictures and journaling. And I'm just adding here the numbers of the days, even though I cheated a little bit and the top photo was not actually taken on the 5th of December, but it's all good, you know. Just do what works for you. And it's, for me, the goal in this album is to document our life, document the little things, document the good stuff, document the hard stuff. And it doesn't really matter if, you know, you took the photo on the 7th of December or on the 5th of December, as long as it's there and you write what's going on, or you don't have to write, that's also fine. Whatever is important to you. So to make things simple for myself, I'm going to grab 2 journaling cards from the kits and add my journaling for the 5th of December and the 6th of December. And you'll see me, I'll just use, for the opposite page to these photos, I'm just going to use one of the page protectors that is divided to 4 3x4 pockets. And to make it super simple, I'm just going to add my 2 journaling cards and then 2 journaling cards with patterns. And I just picked the patterns that kind of spoke to me, and I really didn't think too much about it. So I'm just going through the cards and picking 2 that I like. I can always come back and change them. And, you know, if I don't get to that, then this is done, and I can move on. So that's the important thing for me. And that's it. I'm done. Day 4 is still 6. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next days. Bye.